It's okay, folks. It's almost over, and then we'll all be free. We will all be free at last. But there's one more death battle that involves at least one Dragon Ball character that I have not reacted to yet, and that is Kirby versus Majin Buu. In case you're getting here right at the very end, this all started because I took a fan request to react to the Silver the Hedgehog versus Trunks, Prince Trunks from Dragon Ball Death Battle, and in it, I happened to say that Dragon Ball characters typically lose when they're in Death Battle, and somebody was like, "Hey, you fucking idiot! If you watch as much Death Battle as you claim, then you would know that Dragon Ball characters typically win more often than they lose." I took that personally. And so this is the finale in a little mini-series here of reacting to every single death battle that includes at least one Dragon Ball character versus the two that we already did with Gogeta versus Vegito and Trunks versus Silver. Mathematically speaking, even if Majin Buu wins this battle, Dragon Ball characters will still lose more often than they win. Which means I don't have to do this one technically, because I've already proven my point, but job's not finished. Job's not finished. Now, when did this one get posted? This is from 10 years ago, December 19th, 2014. Before Dragon Ball Super ever came out. So, there's stuff about Buu that we don't have here for the scaling. Not to say that Buu is a huge part of Dragon Ball Super and that he gets a whole lot of scaling, but there's context that we don't have, and we don't get to see him in his, like, ripped, shredded abs version of himself from right before the Tournament of Power when he fell asleep. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter too much. As far as who I think should win, I don't know, man. I don't think Kirby can take damage, and I've seen Buu die, so. I'm also not a huge Kirby fan. I've never really played a whole lot of Kirby growing up. Legally distinct Kirby music. Why did he eat them? Here we go. I'm realizing I'm not saying anything. I'm not even commentating over this one. I'm so sorry. This has been a shitty reaction, I guess. I just don't have it. I'm mostly just like blown away, I guess, at what I'm seeing in a way that leaves me speechless. That doesn't matter. What's happening? I don't think we ever saw Majin Buu intentionally absorb somebody. Kid Buu absorbed the Grand Supreme Kai, and that's why he looks like that now, but then he split in half, and Super Buu absorbed him. Or rather, Evil Buu absorbed him and became Super Buu. And then that Buu absorbed people, but, like, Bat Buu doesn't absorb anybody. That I can recall. Yeah. We do know that Boo's anger can transcend. Let's talk about how Kid Buu popped up in the anime. After Vegito was absorbed by Buu, they split due to whatever the fuck out of the three reasons that they've given us so far. Um, they went and rescued Piccolo and Goten and Trunks and Gohan, causing Buu to lose power due to everyone that he had absorbed being released from his control. He got very angry, and so he blew up the Earth. The only person that Goku managed to save before warping himself and Vegeta to the land of the Kais was Mr. Satan. A good thing he did. Uh, oh gosh. And when he blew up the Earth, it of course blew himself up too, and he reformed into Kid Buu. And then he followed them to the land of the Kais, having acquired the instant transmission ability from Goku. Because, whatever. He didn't just turn into Kid Buu. A lot happened before we got there, but whatever. Whatever. Oh! I guess they can coexist because they did, but that's... I'm not used to Fat Boo existing at the same time as Kid Boo, I guess, because Fat Boo, I believe, was also killed when Super Boo blew up the Earth, but whatever. The thing is, though, Kid Boo isn't stronger than Majin Buu. Kid Buu is the weakest Boo. Or at least he should be. You could make a case that he's maybe slightly stronger than Fat Boo. I just don't think you should, because Fat Boo still has somebody absorbed. Kid Boo, Pure Boo, does not. So, even if the power increase is incremental at best, it's still there. What's happening? I don't know enough about Kirby to know what the hell's going on right now. I've played maybe 2 Kirby games. I've played Forgotten Land, which is pretty recent, and I've played Epic Yarn. But with Boo, you have to destroy everything, otherwise he'll regenerate. I'm so confused. Yeah, the sun will do it. This.
No way! Did that seriously just happen?
Yep, oddly enough, Kirby
Kirby's strength, speed, and durability matched and surpassed Boo's. Yes, Boo has more destructive capability, but Kirby's inhale and copy.
And wouldn't you know, I remain correct. After all this work, I'm still right.
When the same kind of blast turns Boo into mush. And remember the frying pan thing?
Popstar is approximately the same size as the planet Shiverstar, which is actually a post-apocalyptic Earth. This means Popstar's gravity and escape velocity must be similar to that of Earth's. Throwing the giant acid monster Popon up to the sun means Kirby threw at least 3.5 tons over 25,000 miles per hour. And that's not even counting the giant frying pan or the return trip.
And Kirby's Warp Star moves faster than light, a speed Boo has never had to combat before. But Boomstick, Boo could have teleported away from the Planet Burst Ball, right?
Well, his instantaneous movement has limits in extreme situations, such as when he didn't use it when a similar giant ball of murder was killing him at the end of Dragon Ball Z.
Boo just
That's fair.
couldn't stomach this fight.
The winner is Kirby.
God damn it. I'm never prepared for Boomstick's whack-ass puns at the end of these breakdowns and these analyses, but that's okay. That's okay. Because what has all of this proven? My point. The Dragon Ball characters typically lose. It's not a matter of whether I agree every time or not. I don't always agree, but sometimes I do. It doesn't matter whether or not I agree, though, because the only thing I was saying is that Dragon Ball characters usually lose these things. And wouldn't you know, they continue to prove me right. Yes, there were 5 wins, but there were also 8 losses. So, I mean, you guys consider LeBron James the greatest of all time with a very similar performance ratio in the NBA Finals, so maybe that's the metric that you guys are using. But that's enough for those, and hopefully I don't have to talk about Dragon Ball again on this channel for quite a while, because I'm over it. Maybe next time I'll get to that Guts versus Dimitri, or I don't know, we could do a goofy one like Crash versus Spyro or something like that. I don't know. I kind of want to take a break from doing death battles for a little while, though. I just did like 10 in one day. I've been doing this for 3 hours. Anyway, that's enough. I'll see you guys later.